Morning, friends. We're walking in a nice little park today because we were on our way to the gym and I did something kind of silly. I'm gonna blame it on like post-wedding brain because I shot a wedding last night where we drove to the gym that way. I live that way. We drove to the gym and I forgot to bring my fob for the gym, so I can't actually get in. Thankfully, it's like a 5-minute drive, so I can just go home, I can get the fob, I can go to the gym. But I figured I was out, I had the GoPro, I was gonna make something after, I might as well make it now. So today, let's talk about yesterday. Yesterday, I shot my very first wedding with the Fuji X100VI. That is right. I didn't shoot it exclusively with the X100VI. I'm not Taylor Jackson, I can't do that. But I did shoot with it, and I shot actually a pretty good amount of images. I think I shot about 1,000 images with it yesterday. I shot a bunch of stuff during getting ready, some stuff during cocktail, some stuff during dance, some stuff during like portraits, everything. Like I shot a little bit of the whole day with it, which was really, really fun. So I want to talk a bit about that experience. I don't know if it's a wedding camera. I mean, it is. Any camera can be a wedding camera. But there is some like sort of eccentricities about it that you have to get used to, especially if you haven't really used it much. Going into a wedding day using a camera you've barely used is something that is not like super advisable. But like I said, it wasn't my only camera. I did have my ZF with me, which was great. So I was able to shoot with that and feel very, very comfortable and get all the shots I needed. It felt clunky at first, like there was some friction. I've talked about this in previous videos of like reducing friction when it comes to like shooting on a wedding day or shooting certain things. There was some friction for sure. Like it was a little bit difficult to get used to it because I was so used to shooting with the ZFs for the past while, and like going to a new system with a fixed lens and all that kind of stuff can be tough. I felt like at first, the first few images I was taking, I was like, I'm just not really getting what I want out of this. Like, I don't know, am I gonna be happy with this? Is this gonna be a long day shooting with this as my second body? And that was mainly because I would say, like getting used to the focal length, because I don't shoot 35 all that often, getting used to how the system worked itself. And then also, like I said, talking about the X100VI the other day, there's something about like the screen and the EVF just are not, well, there are two things. Okay, the screen and the EVF are not like super high resolution. The images don't look like stunning on them. The other thing I found, and I didn't realize this till partway through the day, the EVF was not like super well calibrated color-wise. Like it felt off. It made everything feel very like blue and green. Not like so much so that it was like toxic looking, but just enough that you're sort of like, okay, like I know that this isn't looking like real life, and is that because of the film simulation, or is that because of the calibration, or what? And so partway through the day I did fix that, and that helped. I don't think the images match like 1-to-1 with the Nikon for sure, but they do look nice. And you know, obviously you're seeing some here. I was second shooting, so it's not like I can show you all the images, but there's a few I can show you that are just random shots to give you a bit of a sense. So if you're not seeing any of the like bangers from the day, that's why. Or there weren't any bangers. I mean, you could think that too, I suppose. So shooting with the X100VI was really fun. I did enjoy it, but it was clunky at first. The things I would say that I took away from it are that like, it's I found myself throughout the day using it more and more. Like I started out thinking like, oh, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this during like getting ready and stuff, and I did, it was good. But I found myself throughout the day wanting to pick it up more and more and finding excuses to use it, which is cool because that means that it's a tool that's worth using. And if the images look good, then that's a plus, right? I didn't really have a problem with the autofocus. I know a lot of people talk about Fuji autofocus and being really bad. I think that's more to do with video than it is with photo, but I honestly did not have any troubles with it. Did it hit 100% of the shots? No, but like I found that it was fairly easy to use and like fairly consistent, so that was good. Nobody noticed it. It wasn't that kind of wedding. I did, oh man, I did this one thing. This dude came up to me, this old Portuguese dude came up and he was like, do you have a YouTube channel? And I was like, shit. Either he's like a camera nerd and somehow he's seen my channel, which would be weird because it's not very big, or he wants to talk about YouTube. I don't know. Or he wants to make fun of me if I do. I have no idea. So I was like, yeah, I do, actually, I do. And he goes, how many followers? I was like, I don't know, 4,000, 5,000, something like that. And he goes, close to mine. So I guess he has a channel where he talks about Portuguese stuff, he said, or he teaches Portuguese. I wasn't quite sure. I was like in the middle of shooting, but that was a funny moment. So yeah, I thought I would use this camera less than I did, to be honest. I thought I would use it more up front and then I might get frustrated with it and not use it so much. But it was kind of the opposite. I found myself using it more and more throughout the day. There was even a portion of the day where I just kind of put the ZF aside and just walked around with the X100VI, which was cool, and that was during cocktail hour. So that was like really nondescript and easy and fun to use. And I think there's something to be said for that. Like when you're doing cocktail hour, it's so easy for people to feel intimidated by, you know, a big camera with a big lens. So having the opportunity to use something really small and just kind of fun was cool. And I think it like eased people a little bit. It eased the tension, and that's a good thing, I think. Like sometimes we can forget how, because we do this all the time. We take photos of people all the time. It's really easy for us to forget that most people don't get their photo taken all the time, especially by like a big, nice camera. So it's very easy to get intimidated, and this is a camera that does not intimidate people because it just looks like a fun little pocket camera that somebody would have had 20 years ago, right? It's not a big deal. The rangefinder was fun. I did use the OVF a little bit and the EVF probably more than the OVF, but I did use the OVF a bit, and that was fun. I think the rangefinder style is cool. Obviously, it's a fun kind of thing to use. It does remind me of using some of the old film cameras that I've used in the past. And yeah, it was I would say it was a successful start to using the X100VI for weddings. But we'll see what happens with that. I'm not sure that it's like a go-to. I'm shooting a wedding today as well, so this is a twofer. And today I might bring it with me, but I probably won't use it because I'm actually shooting mostly video today. Pretty much all video. I'm shooting just video. Maybe I'll get a few shots for the portfolio if I can. But beyond that, it's all video today with Timmy Musa, one of my fave all-time people in this world. That's it today. Just a quick one, and I'm gonna go find my key fob so I can go to the gym. Thanks all. Peace.